Hey everyone, so I said I would do a Q&A in January. It's now March, so I figure I'm probably due for that Q&A. So I apologize for the quality. I can't get into Skype, which means I can't change my settings. Because for some reason, the only way my computer recognizes me messing with my webcam is through Skype. So, sorry. The first question we're going to start with is how many games do you own and which one's your favorite? So for games that I own, I've got like 8 piles of games spread out around here. And I'll probably take a picture of it to show you guys what I had planned for the actual setup of the video. And then obviously this is what you're getting. So the first one I want to start off with is Resident Evil. So I finally got it. It's right here. And some of you may or may not know, I think I've told a lot of you this story about how I was watching my brother play and I was too afraid to actually play the game myself, so it came with the demo for Resident Evil 2, and I thought, hey, I'll load that up, that's gotta be easier. And it wasn't. I made it into the gun shop and then met death pretty good. I sat behind the counter and did not move. It was really embarrassing. But it's so funny because in here I've still got all my stuff. Take good care of things. And I guess I was such an idiot. I couldn't remember how to do anything. And it's so funny to go back and play now because it's so easy. But you can see we've got what you get for completing the game and how to make the V-jolt and how to get into that room with the paintings and just all kinds of really easy things, especially the painting room. It is ridiculous that apparently I didn't know what order ages went in. We're just not going to talk about that again. So, but no, I started off with Resident Evil, not because it's necessarily the best game ever, but because it's the most important game to me. And I say that because it was the first game I really played that I really enjoyed. I was old enough to really appreciate the game for what it was and really get into it. I mean, of course, I played Mario, and I loved it. I played Zelda and Sonic and all those games, and I had a lot of fun. I mean, what's not to have fun with? It was great. But I was young. You know, I was too young to really get it then. So, my game genie, I still have. I've still got like all my stuff I'm hoarding. But when it gets into favorite games, I would have to say Silent Hill 2, maybe. If I had to pick, it would be one of these. So, probably Fatal Frame 2. One was really good too, but there was something about the second one that I really, really loved. And I'm not sure what it was. Maybe because it was a freaking awesome game. But, oh, that would have to be my favorite as far as just games. But if you start breaking it down, which I like to do, there's also Katamari, which is one of my favorite season or series ever. And it's just the most fun I've ever had playing a game. And if you haven't played it, it looks a little something like this. So, that's the King of the Cosmos. He's amazing. Those are Katamaris. And you basically roll up the world and you make these little Katamaris to make stars. Because the prince got too drunk and destroyed everything. So it's pretty cool. It's really fun. It's quirky. That's my most fun game ever. So, favorite game would probably be Fatal Frame 2. Most fun game, Katamari. If we're going multiplayer, as far as fun, definitely one of these. So I never had more fun than just playing GoldenEye with people at my house. And doing the paintball thing and just all, I would hide in the one thing I remember the most was I would hide in the bathroom. On that one map, I can't remember what it's called, and I would get up in the vent and I would just sit there forever. However long it took, I would sit there. And then eventually, the more I played with people, they would just expect it, and they'd come in there and demolish me. But it was fun to me, because, you know, whatever, I was young. And then, The Sims, making magic. It's another one of my favorite things ever. Having little pet dragons. I thought that was so cool. I don't know why. And you could have duels, and I love The Sims in general, because you could get online and download all the stuff for your game that it didn't come with. And I think that's why I like Minecraft so much, because I can get on and there's all these mods that I can completely change my game with. And regardless if that's how it was meant to be played, I love it. One other game I want to mention is BioShock, just because It's very near and dear to me. If you didn't play Bioshock, it's kind of what it looked like. It's hard to see. I absolutely loved this game. And I mention it because there's so many times where I think about playing it. And I don't know what it is about it that just leaves me coming back. And I always do. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm sitting around, I don't know what to play. First thought, play Bioshock. It's just the way it is. So that's answering my first question, and now let's move on. Okay, so next question, how many cats do you have and what are their names? And I absolutely love that so many of you asked about my cat. That's so cool. But I only have one. Smile, Slam. No, he's really mad, if you can't tell. But no, I only have one because he doesn't like other cats, and he doesn't like anything for that matter. So this is him. But now, when I got him from the lady a couple of years ago, I called the animal sanctuary, and I told her, you know, I wanted to adopt a cat, and asked her if I needed to come down there, or if she would come to me, or what I needed to do. So basically, she told me that she asked what kind of cats I liked, and she brought, like, legit, like 18 cats to my house. It was so cool. I've never had any kind of experience like that. So basically, I told her just to bring me the ones she was having trouble getting rid of. Because, I don't know, I tend to think, like, if you have older cats, most people want kittens. And as much as I don't want a cat that's just going to die on me, I would rather be able to bring one home than get a kitten. That's just me. So when she got to Slim, Slim was actually the last cat that she revealed to me. And she had to take the pet carrier apart because he was hissing, biting, and just, I mean, she couldn't even reach in to get him out of the cage. So it turns out he was just scared. I mean, he is kind of a mean cat. He will bite, and he doesn't have claws because he had a thing where his claws were growing inside of his paw, and they got really infected before I got him, so they had to declaw him. So thank God he can't claw because he's mean, but for the most part he's pretty chill, and he just sleeps and hangs out. So that's my cat. Okay, so the next question is, that's an interesting accent tone you have. Where do you live and what nationality are you? So yeah, I do have an accent, and I'm sorry. I know a lot of you absolutely hate it, and just mute me. I'll always try to, like, if I'm doing a video and I think maybe people aren't going to listen, I'll try to focus in if I can, or I'll stop and kind of, you know, maybe wiggle the camera or something so you get an idea that I'm trying to bring attention to something. You don't necessarily have to listen to me, and I usually try to provide enough of a description that you can look at and see. So, yeah, I'm from Tennessee, so that would be why you get that tone. Everyone always says Texas. I don't know why that is, but I'm not going to complain because let me tell you, I went to Texas last summer. Amazing. I don't know why you guys complain because your food and everything just, I mean, even the water tasted better to me. Like, everything was just freaking amazing. So, and then when it comes to nationality, the only thing I really have going for me is Native American, and I only have like 12, maybe 15%, probably at the most. But my mom always says it's enough to give me these high cheekbones that I have, which are hard to see because my cheeks are so fat. And I have really, really dark hair, which again you can't see because I dye it and lighten it all the time because I feel like it is way too dark. Like, I'll see pictures of myself with my natural hair and I'm like, whoa. Like, it's intense to me. So that's that. When looking back at your Fable 3 Gnome Key Guides, did you ever think that you would reach 1,000 subs? I think when I joined you had 7 or 77 or 177, I can't remember, but it was low and I kept wondering why you didn't have more subs at the time. Now look, you have over 1,000. No. I never, ever, ever thought I would hit 1,000 subs. I never thought people would like my Fable videos as much as they did. And you know, I knew I did a good job on them, or at least I thought I did, considering the tools that I had available to me at the time. But the thing I was worried about was it took me a long time after the game to do them. So I was kind of afraid that time would work against me, but I mean, I can't tell you how much positive feedback I received on those. Like, negative feedback, I could probably count it on 1 or 2 hands. You guys are freaking amazing. And in the new Fable game, if there's anything I can do, you can bet I will definitely be doing it. And thank all of you, by the way, for all of that, not just Fable, but everything else too while we're talking about it. What is your age? I can't tell. Your voice sounds young and you look young. Early 20s, I would guess. Well, you would be right. I am 23, and oh, it feels old to me, and I know everyone thinks that I'm crazy, but 23 is closer to 25, which is closer to 30, which is closer to, I don't even want to talk about it. So, yeah, 23. Okay, so these next few questions are kind of related, so I'm going to do them all at one time. So we have, what age did you start playing games? What was your first console? And do you remember your first game? And then there was another question that was what made you interested in games. And I'm going to go ahead and do it too because it's kind of all tied together. So age I started playing, I don't even remember. I played the Atari way back when. The only game I remember playing on it was Frogger. So I was really too young to comprehend any of it, I would say. But if you want to go back, that would be it. So the Atari first console, first game that I remember was Frogger. And what made me interested in games was that it was a family activity. For the longest time, me, my brother, my mom, my dad, we all gamed. So it was a lot of fun. It was something that we all did together, and it kind of spiraled from there. What inspired you to make videos, and how do you find the time to do them? So what really inspired me to make videos was helping other people get achievements. So I was thinking, if I'm having trouble with something and someone's helping me, or someone's having trouble with something else and I'm helping them, then I'm sure there's a lot of other people that are having trouble with the same thing. So why not make a video for it? So it kind of started from there with Fable, because actually there were some that I couldn't find, and a friend of mine helped me find some of them. And then I was like, hey, when I go back there, I'll just make a video for all these and see where it goes. And it's took me into different games and different content, and that's where I am. How do I find the time to do them? I literally pull all-nighters when I do videos for you guys. Like when I was trying to get all the shouts out, and I wanted to get a lot of them out around the same time. I didn't want to wait, obviously. And I would stay up all night because it would take, I know it doesn't look like it takes that long. And I mean, really, when you just think about the gameplay, it really shouldn't. But then I've got to capture the gameplay. Then when I put it into my computer, it has to go through and get it ready for me to edit. Then I have to edit it. Then I usually do a voiceover for it. Then I have to save it. Then I have to upload it. Then I have to fill out all the information for that. So between all that, it usually, even the smallest video, it'll usually take me hours to get it done for you guys. So think about that next time you leave me mean comments. So what console do you play on? And can you do playthroughs of regular stuff instead of shouts all the time? So I play on the Xbox 360. I don't have a PS3. I do have a Wii. I do play on my computer as much as I can. It's not exactly built for gaming, to say the least. So there's a lot of things I can't do on it. So yeah, I can definitely do playthroughs of other stuff. I'm actually working on doing some Let's Plays, but I'm so bland when it comes to stuff, and I don't mean to be, but like if I don't have significant information that I need to say, I don't know what to say. So a lot of it's kind of turned out bad, so I haven't uploaded it, but I do have a lot of things I want to do, and if any of you guys are good at making graphics, hit me up, because I've got some ideas, and I'd love to see some of your work if you could do something for me. What do you get out of making these videos? That's a good question. I mean, I love helping you guys. Like the satisfaction of actually really feeling like I helped someone, especially avoid some kind of frustration that you got from maybe you've been looking and looking and looking for something. I love that feeling. And really, what I really get out of it is just getting to talk to you guys. Because I love talking to other gamers, getting your perspective. Like when it comes to Skyrim, I think about all the conversations I've had with you guys, and we all play the game differently. And that's one of those games that's so fun to talk about because you do this in your game, it's funny, I do this in mine, it's probably not funny because I'm lame, but maybe I want to steal your ideas, and it's just fun. I mean, that's what it is. What I get out of it is just pure fun, and getting to talk to you guys and meet new people and stuff like that. So, and there you have it, guys. So that's the first one, and I was kind of disappointed you guys didn't ask more questions about me. I mean, as far as gaming was, I thought I kind of answered most of those anyways. I know a lot of them are questions I get on other videos that I've kind of answered already. But, whatever. Regardless, I appreciate you guys asking. Thanks for sending in your stuff and taking your time, and hopefully you enjoyed the answers, and I'll catch you next time.